I feel like such an idiot. But for those who just now tuning in, for the last 8 minutes, 9 minutes, I've been streaming on my other YouTube channel, and I can't. I've been watching this chat room. I've been watching this channel, and everything that was said on this stream. I probably got people on my other channel cussing because I haven't even seen them. 'Cause I'm watching this chat room. But anyway, I'm getting my act together. Day will come when I'll cease to make stupid mistakes like this one. But until that day, please forgive me.
Hey, you know what? It's kind of partially my fault too, because I saw the notification come up on my computer, and I saw your other channel, but it didn't even register that. Hey, you know that he's streaming on the wrong channel right now.
Yeah, and I'm like looking at the stream. I'm like, I don't see nobody coming through. I started getting discouraged. I was like, dang,
Right.
ain't nobody coming through. Golly. Oh, man.
You was on the wrong thing.
But hopefully some folks come through now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, again, the number is if anybody want to call in, the number is 929-477-2663. We're talking about, is it okay to share your marriage or relationship problems with your friends? If so, what problems do you think need to be discussed and why? So, Mr. Mango, is has there ever been a time where you may have shared something with someone and the information that you shared caused another ripple effect, like another problem?
Well, I learned in my previous relationship that nothing, I don't talk about nothing because it's just like that. Especially when you in that on again, off again relationship where y'all can't seem to get it right, but y'all fight good, y'all make up good, and y'all keep going through that roller coaster. If you're not sure and you haven't figured y'all relationship out, and y'all need to let nobody in. If you need to cry, you need to do you a video selfie and cry into that, because whoever shoulder you lean on, cry on, talk to, they love you more than the other person. So how they gonna feel, like you said earlier, how they feel ain't gonna go away when you forgive them.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's I personally can't recall a time where I overshared, but I have had situations in my past life where oversharing was a problem, and I learned a long time ago. I'm gonna have to figure this one out on my own because
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I learned that that was supposed to be number one of the rules that you would have in a relationship, like keep your business to yourself. Like certain business you want to keep to yourself, because like I say, you get some of that information into the wrong hands, man, and people they run with it. They really, you know what? I seen one time where it was a friend, and he had information, like he had the type of information that could end someone's relationship. So what he did was took that information as a way to use it to kind of like get in. Like, oh, girl, he really don't care about you. He doing this and this on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, you using that type of information to help him get in where he fit in.
Well, did he get in?
Yeah, he definitely got in.
Well, and that's that's something else you have to watch out for. you have to watch out for who you think that is in your corner that may not necessarily be in your corner. Okay. Some, and this goes back to the conversation we was having before about can your significant other have friends of the opposite sex. Well, if if your significant other have a bunch of friends of the opposite sex, are they all pure of heart? Are they all there for the right reason? Because if they're just there because they trying to get in where they fit in, and they're waiting, and you sharing, everything, you crying on shoulders, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, that shit cheating though, man. Cause you think about it, like it's kind of like playing, getting a video game. You getting the cheat codes, of course you gonna win.
You saying it's cheating for the dude, the beta, to come in with that extra information.
Yeah, that shit.
Hey man, all is fair in love and war, man. All I gotta say is, if you out there doing dirt, then whatever happens, happens. Maybe you shouldn't be out there doing dirt.
Now, I ain't got. One thing I know is like if I did something, I ain't got no problem with charging it to the game. But I'm saying it's cheating because if that person can see what's going on in the game, he can manipulate the game because he got the code. He got the cheat code.
But the cheat code in that particular example is the dirt that you doing. So if you weren't doing no dirt, that cheat code wouldn't work. Up, down, left, right, X, Y, A, B, B, A wouldn't work. Okay.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That was a crazy. When I found that out, that was one of the craziest situations I seen go down. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, and I realize when it comes to the weakness of an individual for to fall in for the beta male.
Yeah.
There was something wrong in a relationship anyway. Because a realness, genuine foundation based relationship, they're gonna be able to see all them people coming from left field.
But who do you think spills the beans more? Do you think it's the male that spills the beans more, or is the women?
Well, I asked that question earlier, and as far as who do you think's oversharing in their relationship more, I think that's a tough question to answer. But I think also the question that needs to be asked is who's sharing? Because for me, I don't think it's about quantity. I think it's about the quality of information. Okay, what's being shared? So if we just count how many times somebody say something that's in a relationship, but all we talking about is the fact that I don't like her macaroni and cheese she cook every night, then that's nothing. But if she, with her homegirls and she talking about, you depressed and you got laid off and you can't get it up and all of these things that you be feeling some kind of way to know that she shared. And mind you, women have this ability to take stuff to the grave. Unless they bust it, you'll never know why her homegirl's looking at you the way that she's looking at you. Okay?
Yeah.
So
you want to know for real.
Yeah. And so it's and see, here's the thing. The gender roles that has been here from last few generations slowly has been evolving to a more beta-ish male, because the alphas they're a dying breed. You see what I'm saying? So men are starting to become more and more ladylike, and not in a gay way, but in a less masculine way. Okay, So they're starting to be more. So men have always ran their mouth. I'm not saying that never happened, but they're starting to be more gossipy. They're starting to be more emotional. So maybe the script is getting ready to flip over, and all the issues that we complained about for decades about women is going to be flipped, and that's what women are going to be constantly complaining about with us. And
Yeah.
the only caveat to that is women don't need us like we need them. So, it ain't gonna flip back the other way. We just gonna be screwed.
Man, I think mainly when it comes to the dudes, man, I think nobody is like about honor no more. Like nobody
Exactly.
cares about honor.
But who teaches
Like
honor?
nobody cares about that. Like back well, I mean I ain't gonna say back in the day, I'm just gonna say period. Like folks real men understand how important it is for their actions. It kind of it's on their name. Whatever you do, that's gonna be put on your name. If you're a thief, you stealing from people. There go Johnny B right there. All that boy do is steal and breaking people's houses. That's on your name. Like I don't think people really think about whatever they do. It shines on them like that. I don't think people care about that these days. Like the honor from men no more. It's not there. It's not. They have no honor.
My
I've
question is,
seen
who
firsthand.
teaches that?
Who teaches honor?
Yeah.
Well, I think the fact that I was brought up by my grandparents. I think that's what I kind of got that from my granddad. I was kind of raised up from old school, so I think that's why I kind of benefit from it. But yeah, mainly it got to be that male figure in that dude's life. I believe that should be able to teach, the importance of honor. The importance of your word being your bond. So that's what I think. Your actions, you know, it can't will display on your name. Your name should be important. Somebody say my last name, I'll say my name. Period. You want to hear good things. You're gonna have haters, but majority of the people you still want to have them say something good about
Yeah. Yeah. But I think we reach a point where we don't care about we don't care about keeping the word because there's no shame. We no longer live in a society where shame is okay. There used to
you.
be
Hmm.
where we could shame people, and we can no longer do that. It's you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. There's no community shaming of no behavior. Period. There's no behavior that you can openly shame someone about. See, that
Yeah.
honor that you was talking about, that's back when society would openly shame people. And because we don't no longer have that as an instrument of correction, we got what we got.
Yeah.
But for those who are watching and who have 2 cents or a idea of ways that we can discuss the topic today, and the topic today, oversharing in your relationship and or marriage. Could you share too much? Who shares too much? The ladies or the gentlemen? And what are the pros and cons of telling too much people, telling too many people about your business and your relationship? The number to call is 929-477-2663.
Or if you're a woman out there who your friend she don't want to sleep on you, she ain't talking to you right now, and you just dying to vent to somebody, you can definitely call this number right here, and you can vent to us. And
Yeah. Vent to us. I
So
like that.
that's because that's what it's all about, man. That's why people even go around telling their business. They want to vent to somebody because oftentimes what happens is is the people keep that's angry with each other who's
Uh
arguing. If they keep going back and forth, somebody's gonna say something and somebody's gonna be hurt or upset. So sometimes they tell you if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. So if you don't want that drama that's going on to escalate even further than what it is, it's best to be quiet. But some people can't be quiet, so that's why they run to go tell someone else about it.
oh, we got in the chat room. You can definitely share too much. Women overshare. Period. Men vent to the wrong ones at the wrong time. Yeah. Well, I can agree. Um, I can definitely agree with
Who's a
that.
man fan too?
That was Miss Badass, by the way. Uh,
Oh, what's up, Miss Badass?
now you, Miss Badass, do you have any personal experience with oversharing? If so, call
She
nine two
said
nine four seven
oversharing.
seven 2663 and share your experience.
I like that oversharing.
That's what it
That
is.
that's a very simple way to put it. Oversharing. But hey, so in the process of the person oversharing, if something was to happen to where um, she may have told the homegirl how good something was, and the homegirl got curious, is it her fault for telling the homegirl this, or is it the homegirl's fault for even trying to go see how good it was?
Okay. Let me explain all the faults that exist in that particular example you just described. Um, if we talking about, I'm not sure the name kids live before dead. Okay, all right, that's what's up. Kids live before dead. That's what's up. Well, thank you for your input anyway, and keep listening and share this on your social media. Get more folks in here. um, Maybe you can become the chat room moderator. Anyway, she's sharing how great it is in her relationship. Let's say we're talking about the bedroom, right? And let's say she so happened
Yeah.
to be blessed with a husband or boyfriend who's well endowed, so to speak, and she share it with her homegirl. Depending on
Yeah.
who it was that she shared it with, I say it's 50-50 on whether or not she has some fault. Now, homegirl, if she was your homegirl, she wouldn't try your man, period. But because she tried your man, she ain't your homegirl. So by trying your man and trying your relationship, she's definitely at fault there. Now let's go to the man. If he successfully penetrates your homegirl, then he's at fault. So I think the least culpable person in that scenario, that's if it goes all the way, would be the woman who was simply trying to share something good about her life with someone who she thought loved her. Okay, I don't know if you recall what it was like when you still was in love with your significant other, but all we did was talk about them, and all we did was wanted to share how awesome things are. When your homeboy is trying to say, well, why you don't kick it no more? Why you don't do this no more? Cause man, oh my God, this my girl, this everything's so awesome. That's back when we liked them. Um,
Yeah.
See, that's back before we loved them. Back when we liked them, you know. uh, and you want to share how awesome.
Yo, man,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was on my, one of my favorite sites, and I saw this dude, bruh. The title was this: doing my doing my homeboy girlfriend while he's in the shower. That was the title. And I was sitting there, I'm like, damn, that is fucked up. Your homeboy and getting ready, I guess wherever they about to go, and he's doing it, homeboy girl, while he in there taking a shower. That shit. That's that's what I'm talking about. Like that crap there. Like so, say for instance, so how that happened is obviously he's real comfortable with his homeboy to where he'll just be like, bro, I'll be right back, and just leave him and his girl and the homeboy in the same room by themselves. What do you think about that? Is it his fault for going to go take a shower and leaving his girl in the living room with his homeboy by himself? Or he just probably got too comfortable and thought his homeboy wouldn't do him like that. Either way, I don't know. I think I did this shit when I was young as fuck though. I mean I did this when I was real young. But now I think, you know what, I probably did this not so long ago. Hey, Mr. Mango, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. You did what not too long ago?
I was just thinking about the title about how his homeboy was his homeboy was smashing his girl while he was in the shower.
Yeah, I
And I
feel
was
you. You
just
said
thinking,
I did this not too long ago. What are you talking about? Is this confessions? What are
no,
you saying?
no, I was just saying one of my folks was at my spot while I was in the shower.
Oh, you set yourself
And
up
that's
for the okie
hilarious.
doke. See, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. People our age, we take, because what you had said a moment ago was he got too comfortable, right?
Yeah,
We take people our age, we take that for granted. We're supposed to automatically be too comfortable with people we call our friends and somebody we're in a relationship with. You know, the
yeah.
only way that's supposed to go down, let's say, for example, I'm at your house, you in the shower, and mind you, I never set that up. You know, I'll never put myself in this position. But, but if that were the case, you know that you don't even have to begin to worry about that because our generation, there's something missing in the one that came after us, man. I don't know if it was the drugs that their parents was on or what. There's something missing. Like they got 70% souls in them. I don't know. A generation that came after us, man. None of this stuff is like a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
Like our generation, I think we would kill you, bro. I would kill you. I come out the shower and you smacking thighs, bruh. Death. Folks got to go in my house. The news headline would read: "Naked man butchers his wife and friend." It depends on how bad it was. I was feeling to determine, and kills himself. Maybe that part of happened. I don't know, but yeah, you got to go. But see, folks wouldn't try that though, because we understand what that means, man. That love, that respect. You know the code that you never tried to date somebody that your homeboy dated. You know, notice
Man,
how I said dated.
even if they break up.
Yeah, notice how I say dated. Even if they break up, oh, you off limits. That code don't exist no more.
Oh hell yeah, it sure don't, man. It sure don't. I told you, man. Like I'm definitely old school when it come to stuff like that. Like even if my homeboy wouldn't even talk to her no more, it'd be like, and then she tried to press, but nah, I'm good.
Especially when you know that they done did it.
Yeah, cause come on. I don't even. I think
That's
that's just
one thing I
stupid.
will say about oversharing. We do overshare that part. Bruh, you hit it, bruh? Yeah, I hit that. We do overshare that part.
Now, tossing her is different. That's totally different right there.
I'm sorry.
But if
What's different?
I said tossing her, like if y'all was just like, she was all fair game from the beginning. Like,
Oh
oh yeah,
yeah,
I already took it. You should try it too. Something
yeah.
like that.
Because she was
But it
never
was like if
intended to
you,
be wifey material in the first place.
yeah, but if you sat there and saw your homeboy was like hollering at her, you see her every time you seen him, you seen her. Like, you should already know that's a no, even if he stopped hollering at
Yep,
her.
yep.
Awkward situation. He see her coming out your room. He like, damn, what's going on? Why she over here?
You know what time it is.
Oh, man, I wouldn't even play no game. I don't even like. I don't even see how folks even. How do you even get yourself caught up in that position? 'Cause I just feel like it's too many women out here in this world to make those type of bomb ass decisions.
Well, see what you got to understand. Just because a bunch of women, I don't mean it's a bunch of worthy women, a bunch of qualified women, a bunch of women that is beautiful, a bunch of women that got the body you like, a bunch of women that don't have all the things about women that you don't like. When I first moved up here about 10 years ago, somebody told me, yo, the ratio's 10-1. And I was like, oh my goodness, you can't leave your door before you trip over something. Bruh. Just because the census says 10-1, that don't mean it's 10 worthy ones to one. Because, that quality control, they just shut that department down up here. So eh, but I digress.
Man, you let the women of Atlanta tell it, man. They swear it's us that's not, the quality up here.
Well, see, the problem is
It's,
because the problem with that is most of us, the good ones, the one that folks want, we're taking. Okay?
yeah,
We got married up quick. So what's left is, and half of the taken ones ain't no good anyway. Okay? There's some dudes that think they're good men to their wives and still cheat. And they don't see nothing wrong with that. And they think that if they're in a room full of other married men, that they can talk about them cheating like it's okay. I'm thinking about somebody in particular as I say what I said. I'm like, bruh, I'm not your wingman. You know, you just you just confessed to me that you have no honor. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And this was an older cat. A lot of older cats. See, here's the problem here. A lot of folks here got a little paper, and you can't give certain type of people a little money, a little position,
Yeah.
some stuff for them to think that they're gonna do right. Okay, so most of the men
Yeah,
is either taken, and then you got the half of them that's taken that's either still running the streets because that's just what they do, or that play for the other team, switch hitting, because that's what they do. Okay,
yeah.
and then the ones that ain't taken, they're not worthy to be somebody's husband. They sleeping on your couch or sleeping in your apartment, your section, or whatever the situation may be, mooching off of you and your stuff. So yeah, it's less of us here, and then out of the amount that is here, there's not many that's worthy. And then you got all of these females, having to divvy up the remaining few. So yeah, it's a hard look for that.
Yeah, it's definitely that's a should definitely talk about that. You know how hard they say it is in Atlanta.
Well, Atlanta's dangerous, man. Why you think the CDC's here? You got to be very careful where you put your dipstick. You drop dead in a week. I'm just saying.
Man,
But yo, back to the topic because we went way off. Sharing your relationship, oversharing. Here's my concern with sharing in a relationship. Parents, you know, 9 times out of 10, most folks come from the non-perfect family background. Either there's been a split up, or you product of a broken home, or whatever the case may be. 9 times that nuclear family is a thing of the past. So the mama is usually having issues with her son, new woman, or let's say the son can't keep his hands to himself, and the daughter won't leave, and her daddy is having issues with the son. You see what I'm saying? Her man.
Yeah.
So when you going back and forth, what's going on, Shayna? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. When you going back and forth with, well, this just happened. Oh, this just happened. Can I stay over here tonight? Or that sharing, things ain't going so great. Can I borrow some money? And he don't know, or whatever the situation to the parents. That creates a situation that you cannot come back from. There will always be animosity from the in-laws towards the mate. Always going to be that way.
Yeah.
You can't come back from it. They got to die for y'all to get some peace.
Man, hey, you know what? And especially on that, like I didn't even know. I'm trying to make sure to say it without. But you know what? This person did exactly that. Like this dude that she's dating, and he man, I'm talking about, man. When I say this dude right here did some bitch made ass stuff, boy. I mean, he did something that was just totally low. But then, so you already know I don't want to deal with that person ever. Period. But for her to get right back with that same person that did all that low stuff, it's like, damn. And so I'm still looking sideways at that person. I'm like, I ain't dealing with that person. It don't went to the point where I ain't even not only not dealing with that person, but I'm not even dealing with her either, because I just feel like if you're gonna get back with the enemy, I can't say nothing with you, because you're gonna tell the enemy something I don't want the enemy to know.
Yeah.
So that messes you up for me and you being close, because you with my enemy.
Okay, T.I.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about that. But I feel dude on that, man. You can't be cool with somebody that's cool with your enemy, man. It don't work like that. It can't work.
Yeah.
So,
it's a situation that folks we can't be so scary to do what we think is right. Okay. And what we think is right is, I can't deal with you because you dealing with this person that I can't deal with. It sucks, but that's what we got to do, to protect ourselves.
Yeah. And so bottom line is, it's okay to vent to your friends, but it has to be certain things that you don't vent to. And should it be more than one, or should it only be one?
One friend?
One friend.
I think but see, here's the thing. Just because that's your best friend, that don't mean you they best friend. Okay? And I've seen this with females. You got Susie, Mary, and Jill. Well, Mary is Susie's best friend, but Jill is Mary's best friend. So Susie says something to Mary because she thinks she's speaking in confidence, and Mary says to Jill, "Yo, don't tell nobody I told you this, but XYZ about Susie." Right? So there's this chain of one-sided best friend relationships where, you know, in a clique, this happens a lot in a clique where, you know, there's usually one chick in the clique that most of the girls don't like anyway. You know, and if you're
Mm-hmm.
that girl and you think you got a best friend in the clique, everybody now is, you know, gossiping about you and what you got going on in your life, your relationship, you know, or you trying to figure out why all of these girls, because check it, one of these girls that's supposed to be your friend may not be trying to go after your man, but they might send somebody else after your man just to test them, just so they can throw it in your face while your man is doing what he doing. You see what I'm saying?
Oh man, and you know what? Some women do that out of spite too.
Yeah,
Just send you a
trifling,
test.
trifling.
Send, so if you lose, whose fault is that if you lose the test?
Well, it all depends on what you who's getting tested and who's taking the test is what I'm saying. A dude, if he's in a relationship that's gonna cost him money if he breaks up, then he lost. But if he's in a relationship that's not going to cost him any money and there's no children involved and he so happened to fail the test, then I think he's winning.
But you shouldn't. Just like they say, you shouldn't test God. You shouldn't test your partner.
I
You
think
know.
you shouldn't test them because life is going to present tests anyway. You know, there are going to be situations where you're tested, and for you to set up stuff, and mind you, with the oversharing in my example, it wasn't even the girlfriend or the partner that did the testing. It was somebody that don't like her that's in the clique because she talked too much about her relationship that did the testing.
Damn.
You
Ain't
know.
got nothing to do. That's messed up. And why do folks still hang around with somebody knowing they don't like them? I can't. The way my emotions are. Like if I don't like you, you gonna really know I don't like you, cause I won't even be able to really conversate with you. I wouldn't be able to conversate with you. I don't see how you got these people that can sit there and just be like, ha ha ha, what's going on? And as soon as you leave, oh, sucker, that type of junk.
Mm-hmm. Two faced it.
And,
They do it because 9 times out of 10, there's something that they can still leech from you or gain from you, and you not peeping game that, you know, the thing that you doing or contributing to this false friendship is actually you being taken advantage of or being used unappreciated. You know, you think you coming from a genuine friendship side, and they just trying to take takers.
yeah, you gotta beware of the takers. Got to beware. Oh, so the show is kind of getting close to the end. Like you say, it's me and Mr. Mango. If you got any 2 cents you would like to add, the number is 929-477-2663. I think we've covered almost everything on this topic, Mr. Mango. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, it's really a simple topic. You can't share too much. You gotta think about what you're sharing and who you're sharing to. Also,
Mm-hmm.
um, sharing is a double-edged sword. You need to be able to have somebody you can talk to that's like a mentor, not just about relationships, but about life. You need that person that that person in your life that you can bounce how to deal with stuff you might be dealing with at work, how to deal with stuff you might be dealing with in your spiritual life. You need that person, and that's the person who's going to hold you accountable for when you're wrong. That's the person you need to share certain things with that you might be struggling with in your relationship.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think everybody need a homeboy, and every woman needs like a girlfriend. You got to have somebody because you sit there and you don't have anybody to vent to. Sometimes people end up holding in all of that anger
But I
and
don't
end up.
trust the girlfriends though. I don't trust them. They be the ones that egg your woman on to do something stupid. I'm talking about
Hey,
a auntie, a grandma, somebody older that's gonna give you some wisdom, some sage. And not everybody older got common sense, but I'm saying they got to come from that generation. We talking baby boomers. You know, I don't
oh
trust
yeah,
nobody
yeah,
our age.
yeah. You're gonna get mixed reviews when it comes to the baby boomers and this generation. It's the baby boomers. Oh, girl, work it out. Uh, just keep it up. Pray everything will work itself out. But then our generation,
Oh man,
fuck
they
that
kill me
nigga.
with that. They kill me with that. They act like God didn't invent cause and effect. You know, they'll hit you with the prayer, but they won't hit you with the rest. Faith without works is
Yeah,
dead. Okay, you got to do something.
yeah,
You got to change something. You got to physically, move something. Just just pray. You know,
man.
alone, and
Hey,
that's it. That's all you do about every problem you got. That don't work.
I I definitely learned that ain't you can't just pray and just think everything got to be all right. You got to put your work in too. That's the
Absolutely.
majority. I think majority of Christians get that misunderstood.
Majority of Christians lazy.
Mhm. They do. And look, majority of Christians don't have faith because
Nope.
they won't. They're so fearful. They won't even go skydiving. Like I just don't get it. How can you have so much faith but you're yet so scared?
Well, let let's talk about that for a moment. If you coming from a Christian angle from this thing, does the Bible speak any at all about you tempting fate? Why would a Christian whose job is to spread the gospel jump out of airplanes that's fully functional?
Because they want to see the beauty that God has to offer from afar.
Yeah, they can do that on the plane.
Oh man, no, but I'm saying, let me see how to put this. All right, now I'll give a better example. Then most people uh, don't want to work at a regular job, but they claim they got faith, but don't have enough faith to step out there and put in the work for themselves and start their own business.
Okay, I can
They're
speak to that.
chained with fear. They're chained on fear and continue to work for the company that's draining and ultimately killing them because of the stress that they got to go through on a day-to-day basis, but won't go through the stress on their own of having faith and trying to do it themselves.
I feel what you're saying. When it comes to entrepreneurship, the truth behind why most people are stuck, and this happens more often than you realize. Folks just don't know what to do. They want better for themselves, but they just really, when they sit down and it comes to just taking step one and step two and step three, folks really just don't know where to begin. And I think we've lost something that a lot of folks never got, and that was, how do I gain the information, the knowledge to know how to navigate the business world, because it seems so overwhelming. And that
Yeah.
they don't know where to begin, so they don't begin. they stay on their job because their job is a guaranteed paycheck, even though they hate it. And even though, and that's not guaranteed, but it's more guaranteed than them stepping out and trying to start a business.
Yeah, it's definitely coming in on a regular basis. Definitely coming in on a regular basis. But I guess that can basically conclude today's episode. Well, what episode is it? It's like episode like 6 or 7.
Yeah. You want me to start putting episode counters numbers on the on the YouTube video?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing as well, cause I be forgetting. I need to start putting them numbers on there. Hey, here's the thing, Mr. Mango. Let's ask your YouTube following, if you're looking at this, listening to this, and you happen to stumble across a topic that you would like for us to talk about, why don't you put it in the comments? And me and Mr. Mango will look over it, and we'll pick the best comment.
Sounds like a good idea. Now, do I need to ask him? Because it sounds like you just did.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty much sure they can hear me come through on your end, too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm probably going to do a promotional video asking about topics on the Facebook side of the game, so we can get people's input. I think we should talk about child support and custody. That's be an interesting conversation. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people, both male and female, that have some interesting things to say when it comes to child support and custody.
Man, I would love to have a lawyer talk, like come on the show and say something about that, man, because I just want to know where they get them numbers from.
When you say them numbers, which numbers are you referring to?
Like when they calculate how much they're going to be taking out of your check, out of your pay, like how do they calculate how much they're going to take from you? Is it just a certain percentage that they know to leave the person, or what?
I don't know. Maybe we should do some research. What do you say? Next Monday, child support and custody?
Yeah. Child support and custody. But if any of you listen to this and you want to comment on the topic as well, we will still keep in consideration of what we're talking about, but your comment may be on the Tuesday show.
Yeah, we got an endless supply of Mondays and Tuesdays. So if your idea don't make it to the next slot, we got more days.
If God's willing. So
Definitely.
all right, Mr. Mango, you got anything else you want to add before we go ahead and close it?
Yeah. Last night I got 1,900, almost 2,000 views on my Plants vs. Zombies survival. Last night I had to take a little snippet. Miss Badass, what'd she say? What's up here? Is that re-sending out what she said? Miss Badass just popped. Oh, never mind. My screen is throwing me off. Yeah, I'm watching the stream in delay. So when Miss Badass said something, it just popped up on my screen that I'm watching in delay. But anyway, I took a snippet of the 4-hour stream I streamed last night. I went from 174 subscribers all the way to 212 subscribers in one night. Kind of feel bad that I'm actually not doing that right now, but it is what it is. You got to build something else. I could simultaneously build. I'm up for the challenge. But there's a video of that I had edited in Windows Movie Maker of me in that one moment in time where I realized that I forgot the plant that I need in order to beat this level. And I took that whole little segment and I posted that on the YouTube channel. So Hey, if you watching this, go over there and watch that and like it. That's the Mr. Manglehead Show. Subscribe. That's what's up.
All right, cool. That's what's up. Well, guys, we'll definitely see you guys next week on Monday, where we'll be talking about custody and child support.
Yeah, buddy.
If you wanna have your thoughts, make sure to put that on your calendar for Monday at 11 p.m. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, Dan. Peace.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, well, that's it for me, guys. I'm finna, I got a project I need to finish. I'm trying to get on some Plants vs. Zombies. So, thanks for watching. Peace.